Yeah, so if you can refrain, I'm just going to preface this now. If you refrain from using the heel, I'd be so delighted about that. Okay. No need to samurai jack me. You can samurai Nicole me if you like. I don't know what that would mean. Sound good?
I have a good knife hand. Oh yeah, I was just telling them that I have like a fun fact. I have a 2nd degree black belt in Taekwondo.
Fun fact. My interviewee could kick my ass.
And I was actually, before I went to college, I was actually training to get on the Olympic team.
For fighting?
Taekwondo.
For Taekwondo?
Yeah.
All right. Remind me not to get on your bad side. Although I am curious. Okay, let's go on. Tell us your first and last name and
into the camera or
into I know there's not much to look at here, but just try directing it towards me.
Okay, cool.
Let me know what you do.
Sure. So, hi, my name's Nicole Tay.
Hi, Nicole. How are you doing?
It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Please don't samurai jack me. Go on.
I will not samurai jack you unless I am provoked.
Okay. Well, in that case, you'll use your knife hands.
Yes, I will. Or my hammer fist. Or backhand. A good backhand. A nice uppercut.
I've never been so terrified. I've never been so amazed and terrified all at the same time. But for some reason, you're doing it. You're wearing it quite well.
I think that's the kind of aesthetic I want to go for. I think that's a solid, personal brand. Yes.
Sweep them away with the looks, and then literally sweep them with the kicks.
A sweep kick.
It's a sweep kick all around. You're ridiculous. This interview's going nowhere. Go on. All right. What your name and what it is you do?
Okay. So my name's Nicole Tay.
Hi, Nicole.
My background is in public health, and I actually graduated from Columbia University with my MPH in epidemiology and the social determinants of health. So
Do people normally give you this look when you say that?
I don't know, I'm trying to decode your expression. Is it of interest or confusion? Both?
You're also Jimmy Neutron. I see that. Samurai Jack and Jimmy Neutron put together. You got the brains. I see that. And the hair, kind of. Okay, go on.
We have matching hair.
This is so cute of us. We're like the cutest couple here. I can't even.
But let's see. I'm really passionate about blockchain because I think that it is an incredibly powerful tool to create a more equitable future. And I think that it's really my duty as a public health professional and a queer woman of color to use all of my skills to make that future happen, because I think with the crypto world as it has been, it's been traditionally white male dominated, and because it's kind of a branch off of tech and finance. Yeah. So I think to really use blockchain as this really, really incredible transformative, disruptive power that it is, we really need to have more queer people, more women of color, more low-income people, not just sitting at the table, in the room, but actually owning the table and owning the table and really putting that stuff out there and advocating for it and putting out that voice.
Amazing. So I love that you touched on that, because this is something that I've been touching on with every single interviewer that is of diversity, right? Because this is a space that is still brand new, still forming it, shaping it, and it's up to us to shape it how we see it fit.
Yes, definitely.
And right now, what I'm seeing personally is, I'm having conversations with tons of people from all parts of the globe, coming from different ideologies, coming equipped with different ideologies from different cultures, backgrounds, ideas, and and experiences and perspectives, and they're being molded together into this facet that we call the blockchain community. I'm curious what your thoughts are on the inclusion in the space. Would you agree? Do you see the momentum forward? Are you karate chopping people that are going against it? What is it?
So I feel I can be real with you as fellow person of color. Right. I think that we as a society really like to believe that we are doing a good job of being both diverse and inclusive, or that maybe we don't have the diversity, or we don't maybe have the inclusion down, but it's okay enough to just check the box of diversity, And so I think that that's where, for me, it's like so critical for like people like us to be in this space, not just like, you know, buying crypto, for instance, but actually helping to push the technologies that are going to transform our communities. Because like the people that are making the decisions right now, like these older cis white het guys, sorry, and like majority of like crypto bros,
Let's be real about it. Yeah, yeah.
they're not thinking about us. They're just not. It's not on the periphery at all, and unless we're there advocating for ourselves, this really powerful technology is just going to be used for enterprise to make money do things faster for people who already have money.
So we don't want to enable those characters. We want to enable the people that can really implement this technology and use it to really empower their lives. And
yeah, and
it's
like,
past the focus of the US, it's
right.
past the focus of the companies that already live at this quality.
Right, and I think that that's kind of where I think a lot of creativity also comes in, because yes, finance is a really powerful like way for blockchain to be applied, and like sure, there are like plenty of great applications in empowering like underserved communities in finance, but there are so many other ways that blockchain can be applied in like the healthcare space, in the law space, in like labor, and like, you know, you name it. But unless you have people in our communities like us advocating for that kind of use, it's not going to happen.
I love, by the way, you're speaking so passionately about like blockchain and its application.
I live for this shit.
No, seriously.
Can I say
and, like,
shit?
you're also being very like hands vocal. I don't know if it's the karate. I don't know if you've been trained.
Maybe.
It could be a combination. Yeah. Like seriously, like while you're explaining things, you're also like low key with the technique. If you had a message to give for anyone that's coming into this space, that is, you know, of a that's just a disintermediated person, right? Someone that can really, really utilize this technology to empower their own lives and the lives of the people that they love. But like the only thing is that's holding them back is, you know, the lack of inclusion, the lack of openness in terms of bringing people in. What would you say to that person that has that hesitance?
Well, first I would say like just, can I curse?
Help yourself. Help yourself.
I would just say like fucking go for it. Like over a year ago, I was a total noob. Like I didn't know anything. I'm already like, I only had a public health background. I'm like, I only know how to code like SAS, which is like not real coding. And like, you know, coming from that non-technical background and being like a queer woman of color, like I was like, this space isn't for me. But, you know, I ended up doing a hackathon, and I highly recommend just like trying it out through like hackathons. And I just like, I got like the blockchain bug, and I was like, you know what? I need to push for this technology, not just for myself, but for others like me that want to do something with this really, really fantastic tech. And I would just add that like, fundamentally, blockchain technology is a very, very powerful transformative tool, but only if we have the people in the space advocating for it to be used in that manner. And so that's really, for me, where the rubber hits the road in terms of having the diversity, but then also having inclusion. So yes, we need to fight to be in those spaces, but also we need to hold our allies accountable and be like, hey, we need a platform and a voice to be amplified.
Amazing. Nicole, I love your message. I couldn't agree with it more. I think there needs to be more people like you in the space, just literally fighting and kicking their way in. And
literally.
Literally and like metaphorically, right? Because that's what it takes. That's what it takes. It's just to say, listen, I'm here. I'm ready to contribute. I don't need your permission.
Yes. Better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
I'm never in the position to ask if we can do things. It's always just like, let's do it, and let's just see who gets upset about it and deal with it later.
Yeah, deal with it later.
Yeah, you've moved on this much, and they're still on base zero, so to speak. I like your approach. I think you can keep, you know, samurai jacking your way into more situations. I hope you do so, and maybe you can show me some karate sometime. I'm like a total noob at karate.
I could definitely show you some self-defense.
I know what, I need it, because people keep coming up to me and harassing me, and I'm just like, how
At this
do
conference?